you see this conundrum with post-exit founders. You and I are jointly in a group with a number of them. And something you see all the time is somebody starts a business about bananas and they become an expert on bananas. And then afterwards, they're like, oh, I can't ever work on bananas again. I need to go work on watermelons. But they forget how much they know about bananas, and they forget how steep the learning curve is to figure out watermelons. And so, the way I characterize this to many post-exit founders that I talk to is, you should be smart enough in your problem space potentially and dumb enough to try it again, and not underestimate the cost of switching. Other ideas seem so alluring and so compelling. And again, this is where our brain tricks us about grass is greener. I've found that I think I think I can have a bigger impact if I stick to a problem, even if there's some initial pushback of like, but this idea over there is so cool. That sounds so neat. You forget how much expertise you have and how hard and how long it took you to acquire it. Again, earlier in this interview, you used the word trauma, which again is probably fair in some ways, of being in a space when you don't know anything in the beginning, and then begrudgingly learning lessons the hard way, one step at a time. And the cumulative weight of that is probably fair to use the trauma word to say, hey, you climbed a mountain one step at a time. And in the real time, you may not have even recognized how many steps you were taking, but the cumulative step volume is enormous. And so I think, the best thing I encourage many founders to do is stick to the space where you're most impactful. Again, and there's obviously amazing founders who can cut across spaces and people who are just exceptional in that way. I've come to the realization I might not be one of them, and I'm cool with that, and I'm okay to stick to my lane and play in a space where I can have the most impact.